much warmer today than yesterday. Can't wait. Tank Farmio called, the one that's out on the ring road. So I was like, no. I was like hoping he would like. We got a flat deck tow truck that helps out a little bit with that. It must be one of his buddies or something. He comes and gets like the sewer tank because it's super light and easy, and other little small things like a manifold or pipe skid. It must be murderous on his deck though. I want to say it's an aluminum slip deck kind of tow truck, single axle. But anyways, I seen him yesterday when I was dropping off that tank at the rig, and I was like, oh yeah, like stuff's going on over here somewhere, because we're on the South Fork and that frack is over on the North Fork. It's like, man, I'm like, I hope he waits for just a couple more days when it warms up. You missed the bus and now you're gonna die. I seen him running for the bus. He was hauling it. You don't want to stand out there and wait for the bus at 31 below, for sure. When I lived in Whitehorse, we lived on, not that most people probably don't know this, but Cedar Street. You can look down and you see there's like a big loop. Well, not a loop, but it comes out from 3 streets down. And I would sit at the front desk where our phone and stuff was, and I could look across the living room and out down the street, which was like 3 blocks. And it would like see that city bus turn the corner, and I would literally run out of the house, run down the driveway, and we were tucked in there pretty good, so I had probably like a good, I couldn't even estimate, 500 meters. The 500 meter dash at 7 a.m. to a teenage boy that never stretched or did anything. I remember my Achilles tendon always burning after I did it. I was like, oh, my fat, lazy high school body. Which actually I wasn't that lazy at that point, but weird story, right? Right. But yeah, school bus times, I remember standing out there and being like, it's so cold out here, and just like kicking the snow, making like little snow imprints, just trying to pass the time as everybody's standing there. Nobody wants to talk to each other because everybody's freezing and miserable. It reminds me of another time I lived in Lethbridge, and the bus driver, there was snow. I don't know if it was his first winter. I tried out high school in Lethbridge for a little while from change of scenery because I was, well, being a shithead in the Yukon. So my mom was like, well, let's send you to live with your 2 sisters in Lethbridge. Go to school there. Maybe it needs a change. Maybe something needs to, I don't know. They're my older sisters. They're probably trying to be looking out for my sorry ass. They know what it's like growing up in a small town like that. It wasn't that small. I don't know. Greatest times of my life. To date, I haven't had too much excitement since I left, but yeah, riding the city bus there, and the guy was bouncing off curbs and everything. And I was just like, wow. Coming home the other day from work, I was just coming in on gates here of like 11A and 2A, and the city bus driver had a red light, and I was just coming like pretty close to the intersection, and you know, a bus has got to take like 2 lanes to swing out. He ran the red light right in front of me, coming out into both lanes, and fucking had it just pinned. I'm just like, really? Government workers? Like, what do you guys rush? Like, I know you guys run a tight schedule, but shit, man. If you literally run the same run every day, like I do, I know how much it takes for me to get to work every day, and what's the maximum time if I catch shitty red lights or if it's rush hour. Fine tune it. No, I'm gonna get a red light. 7, it was 1. But yeah, I even see school bus drivers. They usually, I'll see them on the highway and they like pull out in front of me, like when I'm driving the big truck. I'm like, dude, I'm doing 100, 106, and they pull out and they do 90. Like literally could have just waited 2 more seconds. I always check behind me and be like, yeah, there was nothing behind me. You could have waited the 3 seconds and then went. And what do? Just fucking 1 kilometer up the road, slow right the fuck down for oncoming traffic because they can't make the turn. Now we stopped me so they can make a turn. I'm just like, I'm sure you guys have some kind of like safety guidances to like follow. Like, would you not have like we have meetings about trying to be a safe company and try to be the safest all you can be. And we got people like, we're supposed to uphold professional driverism. Is that a word? Right? Like we're supposed to be professional drivers. So we're not supposed to be out there. It's like, hello, you're driving a billboard, company name on the side of the truck. I'm like, copy. I just throw some duct tape on the door when I get in the truck and go down the road. Just kidding. I try to think ahead nowadays. Like back in the day, I would do stupid things and be like, oh, why did I do that? Now I'm like just only literally in front of this guy and it didn't really make a difference. By the time I slow down to make this turn, that guy's gonna be up my ass. I'm probably slowing him down and stuff like that. It took me years and years and years of being stupid before I realized, I'm like, I just need to chill out. Don't just think about yourself getting ahead of everyone. What's going to be the difference if you get ahead of this guy? I'm like, okay, well, there's a difference if there's a huge gap, but if you're passing this guy just to be behind the next guy, then what's the point of passing? Are we going to pin it here? Oh, putting it in 4-wheel drive. Other people are pinning it too. That's fine. I'll just get in behind these pinners. Take it out of 4-wheel drive, left-handed. Manual 4-wheel drive, none of that. Push button, automatic. Pops in once it senses the wheel spin, wrecking your shit. Automatic 4-wheel drive. But anyways, jibber jabber ani. Let's just we'll be back in a moment. Be at the shop, freezing my ass off. It's warmed up. It's only 30. kick ass. What's 10? Hour and a half. You can see that. 14% life left on this thing. Out there in the cold, 30 below. That's pretty impressive. GoPro, you should have came up with those batteries eons ago. Could have saved yourself probably a ton of customers. Some BS. Everybody's biggest complaint is that wintertime, these batteries just shit the bed. Like if I would put that other one out there with the regular battery. Hello, Face ID. Can't show you guys my code. It would last like maybe 40 minutes. It would get down to about 40%. By then the battery would be frozen. And it would just shut off. Then I'd have to do a file repair when I turn it on, and nice. Came up and it was quiet. And I gotta redo this dash. Brakes. Very important to release your brakes before you continue to drive away in your big rig. Loaded wide too on the 2 of 15. Any empties coming in? Band brake is froze, it's not really working, but it's stiff enough it holds. I couldn't see over the pile. I was like, man, I've never had this hazard before where I had so much snow that I couldn't see if the tail chain was past or where'd the swamper go and all that kind of stuff. So that was weird. That was a first for me. So snappy when it's crisp and cold. Not too bad now that, well, I wasn't standing outside, so now that the sun's out, you know, it's not as crisp, but even just for that couple of moments I was helping shovel off the back of the truck. I didn't have my toque on because I'm stupid. Yeah, you can get frostbite just like that. There is, it doesn't look like it's windy, but loaded wide on the ring at 8. So yeah, not too bad. He's like, you do whatever you want. I'm like, well, I'm gonna scoop the hour, so we'll do 2 trips to Ravens with 2 tanks each, and then we'll take 2 tanks back to Evergreen. loaded wide, 7 bridge ring. It builds up, right? It fills up my computer. I need more external space. I need like all sorts of things, but I'm like, I need that drone for summer. shits, bro. Chili Willy. Oh, I don't need those anymore. D-sign will stay up because it's frozen. It's just gonna piss out air right when I want to do some talking. Couple videos of hauling these spools for this guy. Road train. Just to haul him. He wasn't here. I came here once or twice when he moved to this yard, and then that was for road train. We used to always haul a bunch of stuff from Quality over here, and he cuts it up into sections, right? Left my strap on that spooler. One day I'll be back there and I'll be like, hey, where's that strap? South Forkian. That bed truck reminds me just like 118. Looks pretty much identical. I haven't had a real super close look at it, but it looks, it's got to be the same year at least. It's got the Daytons. Service rig is that? Fence is still broken. Road train. See that door? With the sweet top window? That was my door because it fell in. Just reminiscing. What a loser. Just peeping. I noticed some other things. I look every time I come through here because I've actually phoned them. Oh, the flag is still there. There was hope someone didn't steal them. I hit them up. There was 2 big square signs on the fence, like pretty much like 4 by 4 feet. I'd take that road train sign off the front door too. I phoned him. I'm like, oh, I don't want to phone him and ask him. I'm like, if I don't ask him, then I'll never know if I can have them. So I phoned him. I was like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, I just wanted to kind of ask about those 2 billboard signs you have out front on the corner of the fence. I'm like, if I could like have one, or if you're keeping it for memorabilia's sake, then I understand. I just thought I would put it out there and be like, hook a brother up, you know? Thought I should make him like a big road train slideshow if Blaine ever gives me the rest of his photos. Where are you going, Sal? Oh boy, bro. But anyways, yeah, I hit him up. I was like, if you're just gonna throw them out or whatever, like if they don't mean anything to you, I'm sure he's got tons of road train memorabilia and stuff. I'm like, I would love to have one, and actually I would love to have 2, because me and Blaine, which is the road train, longest road train employee, as far as I know. When I was talking to him the other day, he's the one that works at Jules now. And I was like, dude, we're gonna get our hands on those signs. Big horny. the times I would like have to like actually approach him and ask for stuff, I was always like, oh, I don't want to ask him. I'm like, oh. And the wife would be like, did you ask for a raise yet? I'm like, kind of like look down to the left and kind of like rub my ear or something. I'd be like, no. Damn it, I'm like, okay. And we just go in and do it. He'd like flush red and all like, I don't want to ask. I'm like, I definitely deserved it. And I always got every time I asked, and there was a handful of times where he just gave me raises and he's like, did you notice your pay stub? I'm like, I don't look at them, so I wouldn't know. I just know I'm making so much money I don't even need to be concerned about it. But thank you. I washed his pickup for him a few times. Whoa, what's with all the red and blues up over there? You probably can't see that, but it's all lit up on the, is that on the overpass? Yeah, we're looking, looks like it's right on the exit, the overpass. Coming on.
Brunch time.
Uma ameaça foi detectada. Uma ameaça foi detectada.